The night it happened, the sky hung low and heavy, the kind of sky that makes even a familiar road feel dangerous. The gas station sat alone at the edge of the highway, its flickering lights buzzing like a warning sign no one wanted to read. A single mother pulled her old sedan up to the pump, exhaustion etched into every line of her face, unaware that this ordinary stop for fuel was about to become the most terrifying moment of her life, and the most unforgettable turning point. If you believe that kindness can still rise in the darkest moments, take a second right now to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel for more stories that remind us humanity isn't lost. Her name was Elena Brooks, and at 34, life had already taken more than its fair share from her. 2 years earlier, her husband had died in a construction accident, leaving her with a mountain of medical bills, a fragile sense of security, and an 8-year-old son named Noah, who depended on her for everything. Elena worked double shifts at a diner off Route 19, her hands always smelling faintly of coffee and grease, her body permanently tired. That night, she had just finished a 14-hour shift. Noah was asleep in the back seat, his head tilted against his backpack, his breath soft and uneven. Elena's eyes burned as she swiped her card at the pump, silently praying it would go through. The card declined once. Then again, her stomach tightened as panic crept in. She checked her balance on her phone and felt the familiar shame settle in her chest. She had enough for gas, just barely, but the system lagged. As she stood there under the harsh white lights, rain beginning to mist the air, she sensed movement nearby. A beat-up pickup truck rolled in and parked crookedly near her car. 3 men climbed out, loud and restless, the kind of presence that made the air feel smaller. Elena tried to focus on the pump, telling herself not to. Assume the worst, but her instinct screamed. The men lingered, watching her struggle with the card reader, laughing among themselves. She felt their eyes on her worn jacket, her old car, the child sleeping defenselessly just feet away. When the card finally accepted, relief washed over her, but it was short-lived. One of the men moved closer, invading her space, his posture aggressive, his attention fixed on her vulnerability. Fear tightened her throat. Elena's mind raced through worst-case scenarios. She glanced toward the station building, but the clerk was nowhere to be seen. The highway behind her was nearly empty, cars rushing past without slowing, their headlights streaks of indifference. She stood there frozen, her heart pounding so loud she was sure they could hear it. The men's behavior grew bolder, their laughter sharper, circling her like predators testing a weak fence. Elena thought of Noah. She thought of how he still woke up crying for his father sometimes, how he trusted her to keep him safe. That trust crushed her chest. She wanted to be brave, to stand tall, but her body betrayed her. Her hands shook. Her breath came shallow. The men said things meant to humiliate, to remind her she was alone. Each second stretched endlessly, dread wrapping around her spine. And then, from the far end of the lot, came a sound that cut through the tension like thunder. The low rumble of engines. At first, Elena thought it was just another truck passing by, but the sound grew louder, deeper, multiplied. Headlights appeared one by one, then many, sweeping into the station like a slow-moving storm. Motorcycles rolled in, their chrome catching the station lights, engines idling with controlled power. The men turned, their confidence faltering. A group of bikers dismounted, their movements calm and deliberate. Leather jackets, worn boots, faces hardened by years on the road. They spread out naturally, not rushing, not shouting, but unmistakably present. The atmosphere shifted. The laughter stopped. The balance of power changed in an instant. Elena felt her knees weaken, not from fear this time, but from relief so intense it made her dizzy. One of the bikers noticed her shaking and subtly positioned himself between her and the men. Another glanced toward the back seat and saw Noah sleeping, his small face peaceful despite the chaos inches away. Something passed through the biker's eyes then, recognition perhaps, or memory. The men tried to laugh it off, muttering excuses, backing away toward their truck. No one touched them, no one needed to. The biker's silent presence was enough. Engines idled, steady and patient, like a warning that crossed a line would not be forgiven. Within moments, the pickup sped out of the lot, tires squealing as it disappeared into the night. The silence that followed felt sacred. The rain stopped. The buzzing lights seemed softer. Elena leaned against her car, fighting tears. She had survived so much alone, learned to swallow fear, to endure quietly. But this moment cracked something open. The bikers didn't crowd her. They didn't demand thanks. One of them simply stood nearby until her breathing slowed, until the shaking eased. As she finished pumping gas, Elena felt something unfamiliar warming her chest. It wasn't just safety, it was dignity. For the first time in a long while, she didn't feel invisible. She felt seen, protected, worth standing up for. The bikers mounted their motorcycles again, engines roaring to life, but before leaving, they waited until Elena was seated in her car, doors locked, engine running. Only then did they pull out, one by one, disappearing back into the dark highway from which they came. No speeches, no heroics, just a quiet act of courage. Elena sat there for a long moment after they were gone, hands gripping the steering wheel, tears finally spilling down her cheeks. She wasn't crying from fear anymore. She was crying because, in a world that had felt relentlessly cruel, strangers had chosen to care. The drive home felt different. The road still stretched long and empty, but the darkness didn't press in as hard. When she pulled into their small apartment complex, Noah stirred awake, rubbing his eyes. Elena kissed his forehead and held him just a second longer than usual, breathing him in like an anchor to life itself. In the days that followed, the memory stayed with her. Whenever exhaustion threatened to crush her spirit, she thought of those motorcycles rolling in, of how strength could appear when least expected. She started carrying herself differently at work, speaking up more, believing, just a little, that maybe the world wasn't done offering her grace. Weeks later, Elena taped a handwritten note to her fridge. It was simple. Be brave, be kind, help when you can. She didn't know the names of the men who saved her that night, but their impact echoed in every choice she made after. She volunteered at a local shelter when she could. She taught Noah that strength wasn't about intimidation, but about protection. Years later, Noah would remember that night not as a moment of fear, but as the night his mother learned she wasn't alone. The night strangers reminded her that even on the loneliest highways, goodness still rides through. If this story moved you, if it reminded you of a moment when kindness changed everything, please take a second to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more real stories that touch the heart. And before this story ends, we have one special request for you. Comment below with the word hope if you believe that even strangers can become guardians in our darkest hours. Because sometimes, all it takes to change a life is the sound of engines in the distance, and the courage of people who refuse to look away.